Welcome back to the ACB Wrestling Talk channel, your main source for wrestling news and wrestling discussions. I'm, of course, your host, Alexis Carrillo, and let's get into some wrestling talk. But before we do get into some wrestling talk, I want to first apologize for the video I uploaded this past Tuesday night. You know, the one where you can't see anything in that video. Turns out there were some problems with the lighting, so hopefully you can see me now. Because compared to the video I posted last night, the AEW All Out 2019 Fallout, you know, that's the very same video I posted on Tuesday. I just tried to edit it, and unfortunately, because of how late I posted it, I really just wanted to head to sleep, and I didn't end up checking the final result. So, number one, I want to apologize for both of those videos, for the quality of both of those videos, namely because I'm trying to do my best here, and sometimes, you know, my best isn't enough, and sometimes I'm a little bit careless, but nevertheless, I always aim to do my best. So with that said, let's get into some wrestling news. And the fact of the matter is that there are current reports stating that WWE might hold another draft in October for both Raw and Smackdown Live. If you remember, earlier this year, they had a superstar shakeup, which turned out to be a little bit promising because Roman Reigns headed over to SmackDown Live amongst many other changes. But then WWE themselves pretty much nullified that very superstar shakeup, I believe, 1 or 2 weeks after that, with that idiotic and stupid, ridiculous wildcard rule. Well, it seems that that wildcard rule isn't much to remain in the future, as on October 11th, just 1 week after SmackDown Live's debut on Fox, WWE is planning to hold a draft to establish some more exclusive and, you know, actual, what's the word? Damn it, I forgot about the word. More exclusive rosters for each brand, both Raw and SmackDown Live. And the fact of the matter is, I've called this ever since they had that stupid wildcard rule implemented. The fact of the matter is, if you're gonna have two separate brands, have two damn separate brands. If you're not gonna have two separate brands, then don't call them two separate brands. Don't have two separate rosters, quote, you know, in quotes. Don't have two separate rosters for each brand. You're either 100% committed or you're 0% committed. At least that's how I see it, and unfortunately, I don't think WWE has enough time on TV, as much as they have 3 hours on Raw and 2 hours on SmackDown Live, 2 hours coming up on NXT. I don't think they have enough time on their hands to handle each and every single superstar on that roster. So I believe that keeping the rosters separate is the absolute best way to build talent. Now, you have a lot of fans being concerned about, well, if AEW starts gaining momentum, you know, AEW is going to be competing with their entire roster. Why won't WWE do the same? The thing is, guys like Chad Gable, like Mustafa Ali, like Buddy Murphy, and many more are not going to be able to be built up properly or given enough spotlight if the brands remain, you know, interchangeable. If the brand rosters remain interchangeable, I just don't believe that's possible, because WWE has way too much talent, both on Raw, SmackDown Live, 205 Live, NXT, NXT UK, the Performance Center, and many, many more. WWE has way too much talent that they know what to do with, so they need every single second, every single minute to devote to building up these talents. And overall, I think that's what they're going to have to do. And one thing that I ask of them is that Roman Reigns' move to SmackDown Live has worked, one could say, wonders for the face of the company, for the face of WWE, Roman Reigns. So I'm hoping that Reigns isn't transferred or drafted back to Raw come October 11th in this reported draft set to take place in the fall, simply because I think Reigns has finally established himself as a beloved babyface amongst the crowd, and putting him back in the direct spotlight on the main show, we all know it's the main show on Raw, might hinder that just a little bit. But anyway, those are my thoughts. Like I said, I'm ecstatic about these news if they turn out to be true. Hopefully they do, because I want separate rosters to be able to spotlight, like I said, Ali, Murphy, Cesaro, Andrade, and many, many more. So those are my thoughts. Those are my predictions, for lack of a better word, on this entire situation. But what do you think about this upcoming draft that's being reported on news websites? Do you think it's the right call by WWE, or are you of the thought that they should keep their roster, all together and being available for all 2 or even 3 shows in order to compete with AEW? Leave your thoughts and comments on the comment section below. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you dislike this video, hit that dislike button. That's it for me. Till next time.